listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith. Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's R&B Divas After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's R&B Divas After Show.
Bumping a little Angie Stone.
Hey, hey.
Right? Yes.
I wish I didn't miss you anymore. Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of here at AfterBuzz TV. This is for R&B Divas. This is episode 5, season 2, and we were not available to tape last week, so we're doing episode 5 first, and it was entitled Grammy Don't Play That.
And as you can see, things have changed.
Yes. We have females now. That are
Estrogen on the map.
Larice, eat your heart out, brother.
Yeah. So we want to thank you again for watching, and we want to thank you again for watching AfterBuzz TV for R&B Divas. I'm your host, Bamm Ericsen, and please introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Taisha Monique.
I am Alfred Thomas II.
Hey guys, I'm Chloe Onyx.
All right, so let's just go right into it. So last week's episode 5, Latavia had a photo shoot with her manager, Corey. And what did you guys think about it?
She's beautiful like I thought she was, but that seems to be the only thing that she's offering to the show.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the actual shoot that she did went well. She looked great. I would love to hear her actually sing at some point, but I gather that is a small issue for her. So.
Well, she was offered to be another play, and it appears that she's trying to pursue acting. So,
which is cool. I think honestly, I mean, with the way her being in a Destiny's Child has exposed her to so much, it's the kind of opportunity that I think everybody gets, being that, you know, you have some kind of exposure. Not necessarily what you start off with is what you're gonna end up with, and I think hopefully this is a hint that, you know, she sees her future in the different options that she's afforded for herself.
I just want to know how she got on the show. Like, no, for real.
Good.
I mean, and they make a point of, like, if you realize before each diva has their segment or section they're singing, and she's not singing. So I'm like,
she sung twice.
Really?
Twice.
All right, I gotta go back
She
and watch it.
hummed one.
Oh, it was a hum.
It was a hum.
It was a fierce hum.
You know, me personally, the singing interludes wear me out because I don't like them.
They're getting worse and worse every time.
Yeah.
I think it's like an expression. You know, each person could just do their own little swag, their own little thing.
I would rather if they did a cover of a song that we're familiar with rather than a, you know, if they would do something of a song, like a tidbit of one of their songs.
I will say this.
Maybe a lyric or two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Off the first seasons, they had more belters in the cast, so it made sense. But now with the way they're going, I think they should, you know, modify what their transitions are, to say the least.
Yeah. I mean,
I like it a little bit. I mean, it's just
I'm fond of it.
I always just want to see what they're gonna do, and I guess everybody's just not.
I'm
impressed.
always for a good run. You know what I mean? If you can, you know, but sometimes it be sounding like they literally just trying to get through it so we can get in. I'm like, if it's gonna be that, then just cut to the segment. Like, we don't need if you're gonna look bored doing it.
I totally agree. You know, well, there's a lot that we're gonna say about Latavia. So, but as far as the magazine is concerned, she has her manager Corey, who I remember seeing him as a manager for SWV's reality show.
Yes.
And so now he's managing Latavia, and she wants to pursue acting, and that she doesn't feel that she's ready to be a singing artist.
Well, I mean, I feel like if that's how she truly feels, nobody can make her feel otherwise if she's not ready genuinely. But you are part of R&B divas. Like you understand that concept, and people are going to expect that, as they've said throughout the show. Like, they're going to expect you to sing. Now, that's fine if you want to pursue, get your Kerry Washington on and go ahead, girl, do your thing. But know that because of your past and because where majority of people know you from, they don't know you from the plays yet or from the TV shows yet. So you might want to go with what, hone those skills again, which I'm sure she has. I think it's just a fright thing, and just go for it,
I think she might have lost her voice. That's what I feel like. Whenever she talks, it's just real, like, smoker-like voice. I'm just always like,
Well,
But
then there's Macy Gray.
Yeah. But
exception to the rule.
But also, she's acknowledged that she's not a lead singer. But if you go back and listen to Destiny Child's songs, Latavia always sung the bottom note. So she's more of like a mid to low alto, possibly first tenor. So I think her speaking voice has, goes with what her tone is. I think the only problem for me is that the women are starting to be annoyed with the fact that she does not want to sing. But I don't feel that they're doing anything to help her. As far as, we haven't seen any clips where they do vocal exercise. They haven't taken her to the studio. She hasn't done any kind of any singing lessons.
And you think this would be the point where Angie Stone would be doing the mother thing? And
but is this their job? Like,
but if they're going to on one side, okay, we encourage you, we understand. No, it's not their job, but you are in a part of a show. She says she's not a lead singer. I mean, me personally, when I would have realized, if I was an R&B diva and she was on the show, the moment that I would have realized that she's on the show, my red flag would have already been up, because she never sung lead when she was with Destiny's Child, except for maybe one little small part. And we haven't seen her in 13 years. So I would already have a red flag to be like, okay, well, what is she, like, I would have questioned her diva status, because as one of those ladies, I'd have been like, why is she on here?
Exactly. I probably would have thought the same thing. Maybe that's catty.
Nobody wants to be the catty one.
Yeah. Well,
but
okay. Well,
like, you're right though. When I think of diva, I think of Mariah Carey. I think of Whitney Houston.
Longevity.
I think of Shaka Khan. I think of icon.
Yeah.
And and I understand the whole point of R&B diva. I feel is like divas who have not gotten their shine like they should have. Like, they're almost like unsung. For lack of better words. But Latavia, I'm just like, okay. She, like you said, she's not a lead singer. So what is diva about her?
It would have been different, I feel like, if she had came on the show with the intention of becoming that lead singer and surrounded with those strong singers like the Kekes and the Angies and kind of searching for the help to get to that point, because I feel like if she really worked hard, she probably could get that. But I don't know if maybe this wasn't the platform for her to even go that route. She maybe just is using it so she can get her face out there to act.
But goes to say, you may have all the ducks in the line. If you are not the true talent, it will show, and it will look awkward for you to be in that position.
She has talent. She has
when we
not diva talent.
No. She has laryngitis.
When we go to episode 6, I'm actually gonna defend Latavia. So you just hold on to that. Let's go to now Monifah and her fiance Terez. They were planning for their wedding, and there's some restrictions as far as what states can they legally be married in. So they wanted to do the islands. They wanted to have the ceremony, but
couldn't do it in every island.
Some islands aren't accepting.
Yeah,
still aren't.
But they were trying to go to Bahamas or
they were trying to go to like the islands or Bahamas, but not all the places within there,
but Hawaii's cool with it.
So now they're gonna do Hawaii because it has like legal binding ceremony. So what's your thoughts on their whole relationship?
I thought that was cool. I mean, honestly, we are in an evolving society, so I believe that you shouldn't have to force anybody to change their heart as long as they are accepting and know how to coexist. I think there's two extremes. There are people who are super pro, and there are people who are just anti. You know what I mean? And that's not going to change by a drop of a dime. There are Donald Sterlings out there. There are people that embody different points of view. And with the way that our world is changing and allowing people to live their lives, you shouldn't I think it's positive to go in the proper grain. Look for somebody who's accepting. Why would you want to be in the environment? Not to say that you should be forced to find the place, but as we evolve to figuring it out from both sides, I think that they represented a proper mindset to go about it. Just like when they went through the surgery, I thought there's an adult wisdom within them as individuals as well as a couple.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah. No, I thought it very interesting. They were very big on the energy and where they decide to be has to just be the right fit. I'm like, it's 2014. There's gonna be places that accept it. There's states that still don't accept it, and there's states that do. So you gotta roll with the punches, just like any situation, any other situation.
I'm just happy that they found a place that can kind of bring what they were looking for as far as the island, you know, and that feel of just being near the water, I'm sure, and having that energy around them, and still be able to be legally recognized as a married, you know, or married couple. So I feel like that was probably the most important thing, regardless of which island they, you know, went to, whether it was the Bahamas or a Hawaii, you know. So I think that it's awesome that they found that type of place where it could be recognized and they can go forward with their plans.
Well, for me, when it comes to energy, I feel that there's something missing in a relationship that does not come off as a true, genuine couple. They taped R&B Divas, and this also has to do with the fact that, you know, I live in Los Angeles. We hear things that go on. I haven't seen not a picture. I haven't seen a video of them on any of the urban blog sites of them being married. A picture when Monifah was on Wendy Williams a couple weeks ago, I don't think I saw a ring. What's really going on?
So, I mean, they not Kim and Kanye, you know what I'm saying? So they ain't gonna just hit the blogs like that. Maybe take no time.
I
they probably got
understand
photo
that.
albums, family
out.
archives, you know what I'm saying?
But Madame Noir tends to cover R&B Divas, and I saw nothing on Madame Noir. So I'm just saying that I wonder.
He wants to know.
I just want to know: are they really married?
Or maybe something didn't. Maybe we haven't seen how things turned out yet.
All I know is you don't get lipo for nothing. And she had a straightforward goal of wedding dress lipo. Yeah. So I imagine they at least accomplished that.
Well, speaking of accomplished, we have a break that we're going to take you to, so we'll be right back.
All right.
No, it's not.
Hey guys, Maria Menounos here, and I want to share my newest book, The Every Girl's Guide to Diet and Fitness, with you. Basically, every woman always stops me and asks me how I lost 40 pounds. So I decided to put it all in one book. Everything I did to lose 40 pounds step by step, and how you can too, is in here. I did it with no time, no money, and no willpower, and now I'm going to show you how to do it too. You can pre-order it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Target, Walmart, wherever books are sold, and it's out June 3rd. So I hope you guys love it. I hope it helps you in your weight loss journey, and please, please tweet me and update me on your progress at Maria Menounos. Thanks.
All right, and we're back here with R&B Divas discussing episode 5 of season 3 in Atlanta. So now Keke's house, Monifah and Syleena show up to Keke's house, and they have a little chitter chatter, and they want to discuss the fact that they are nominated for a Grammy for the compilation CD that they did with Faith Evans called R&B Divas.
Faith Evans presents R&B Divas.
And so they were happy, ecstatic.
Which they should.
Because Syleena was the only out of the 3 women. Syleena is the only one that's been nominated for a Grammy. Monifah nor Keke has not been nominated. So they were excited about it, but something that struck with Keke is she said she called Faith Evans on the phone, and she says that only Faith is invited to the ceremony. So Keke automatically had red flags. Well, if we all nominated, why the hell is only Faith, gets a ticket? So she calls Faith. We didn't hear the conversation, but this is what Keke's saying. She's saying Faith is saying to Keke that only Faith is invited, but
she ain't hating on your shine or something.
They can come too.
But
they can walk too.
She's not selfish that they can walk the carpet, but they have to buy their own tickets.
Yeah.
she will let them.
She tried
That
it.
was the key word for me.
I would say
she let
tried
them
it.
walk the red carpet.
Yeah, I'll let you.
It was very weird saying. It was a weird statement to come from somebody who, you know, let's just put it. This is my project. I want you to be a part of it. It ends up having some accolades. If I were the leader or key figure, I would imagine that being a part of it would make me feel some type of way. I like to treat my people, you know, good, if not right. And I think that was an opportunity for her to connect with the women. I mean, I'm sure that ticket couldn't have been that expensive.
Like buy the ticket.
Not to be in her pockets, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I felt like, was it 3 women? I think that's a situation that could have been, you know, well represented of divas coming together or something. I thought it was a ball dropped by her reaction.
And not only were those 3 women on the project, but I believe Fantasia and Kelly Price was on the CD as well. I'm sure. So.
And Syleena said she wrote.
And Syleena said, she said she wrote her own song.
So that's like.
So. Yeah.
That to me is a little.
And so what they decided to do was, because they were Grammy nominated, that they would have the one night only in LA during Grammy weekend again, which, because I live in LA, I know I ain't go down. I would have heard about it or I would have went. So I know that didn't happen because Faith had a Grammy party that I went to, and I didn't see any of the divas. Wow. So at least them, Nikki Gilbert and Faith and Kelly was there, but Monifah, Keke, nor Syleena was there. So yeah, it sucks.
There's some shade going on.
It sucks that they got played, but
I really feel like that
for lack of better words,
they were a part of it.
Yeah,
and
then so when they were at their Divas rehearsal, which is ironically we're discussed as, you know, there hasn't been any form of rehearsal. They've only been talking about it, and so it was brought up, and then Mother Stone decides that she wants to interject and starts getting into this long speech about nothing.
Yeah, I couldn't find, and I watched it twice to try to figure I'm not gonna lie, to try to figure out what her point was. And not to take anything away from the fact that she's been nominated before. That's great, you know, amazing. You're a talented woman, Angie Stone, but was that helping anything?
I feel like because she's older, she feels like she has to give the pearls of wisdom or something along those lines. And I think what she was trying to do is just tell them to be happy. It's a joyous time. You've been nominated. And it just turned into more like talking at them and not with them. And Monifah just got offended.
Yeah, well, because I think she told her to shut up or be quiet or something. That was real quick.
That
That
was
Monifah
real
was
rude.
like, wait a second, boo.
She was getting real rude.
She's like, all I'm saying is if I'm nominated, I'm going. And I understood that fact, you know?
I think she just didn't like that she wasn't included. And I think it's a little bit of shade.
But when they did the R&B
Angie
Divas, Angie wasn't a part of the show yet. I just feel like sometimes Angie wants to
be the head everything.
She wants to be, you know, the head mother hen who always has, who always want to have something to say. And Monifah was obviously annoyed because she felt like this was her opportunity. This is her opportunity where she's potentially may not get the Grammy nod. So I understand where she was coming from as far as that aspect is concerned. One of the other things that I do like with this season is we see the girls in the studio a lot. So we saw Angie Stone in the studio and we saw Syleena. Angie Stone was in the studio working on the track that Tyrese sent. I love that. I love how she had to throw that in there. Yeah, you know, Tyrese sent me a track.
He really knows me.
Does Tyrese send his own tracks? When the last time? He has the group with because I was gonna say, like, why isn't
Genuine?
Why isn't he sending his own tracks to himself? So I just thought Angie. Sometimes Angie could be a bit much. But what did you guys think about the song that?
It was all right.
I thought it was okay. Yeah. And that's the one that she put her daughter on, correct? Did she let her daughter? Didn't she?
I don't remember.
Daughter. She let. I believe her daughter sing on.
It was called Your Love. Yeah, it was called Your Love's Getting Old.
Oh yeah, that wasn't with her daughter.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't with her daughter.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a cool track. I mean, it wasn't like, oh, that's a banger. That's the next Grammy nominated, but it was cool.
Yeah, it was all right. Now I got the two mixed up, but yeah, now I'm remembering. Yeah, it was cool.
And then Syleena came into the studio and she wanted to get advice from Angie because she had the songs that she needed to get for her deal, and she was having writer's block. So there was this whole discussion about, well, do you allow other writers to write for you, or do you want to write for yourself? Because sometimes when you, I guess for a singer, because I'm not a singer, but I guess sometimes singers who writes, they can only emote what they feel, not versus what other people write. Do you think that was a valid point in why Syleena was hesitant to let other writers write for her?
I think that as an artist, you're expected to be a singer-songwriter, period. Like, it's a lot of singers are expected to just come with that talent, and I feel like to write, I songwrite, so to write is a gift, and to be able to write for different people and to tap into what you think other people are feeling is a gift in itself. And I feel like when you are a singer, just because of the expectation is from your producer, from your managers, from whoever, is to come in and be able to knock out these songs, and it should just be there, you know what I mean? But not every singer is a songwriter, so it's
I kind of felt like, I don't know, maybe it was me looking too much into it, but I kind of felt like they were almost low-key reading each other. Like, Angie was kind of like, well, you know, it's not that, you know, big of a deal to have somebody, you know, write something for you. And Syleena was like, well, I usually write my own stuff, you know, and I think Angie was trying to like tell it like, you know, obviously, because she has songs written for her sometimes, that it's okay to have a song written for you. You know, she's like, I go out there and find songs that I wish I wrote. So.
Well, I think it's because she was trying to make her feel like it's okay because, you know, she had been there before. She's like, there's a time when I had writer's block.
Yeah.
And let's remember, Angie's been in the business since the 70s.
Right.
Which a lot of people just don't know.
They don't realize that.
Exactly. So I feel like she wanted to let her know, like,
Angie's
it's okay.
But Angie's going to let you know every chance she gets that she's been in the game since.
And we know now.
Thank you.
But Chloe, I will disagree with you on a statement that you made. You said that all singers are expected to write.
These days, yes.
Oh, these days, because I was going to say, Patti LaBelle does not write. Whitney Houston didn't write her songs.
Yeah,
so,
but today, it's like, first of all, artist development has pretty much gone out the door. They expect you to come in the door as a package ready to go. You need to be Whitney on, you know, right here on the spot when you walk in the door for, you know, trying to get this deal. Where years ago, there was a sense of artist development. There was a sense of you come in and you hone your craft and you get better and you learn, and we have a team of songwriters and we have a team of producers. Now, no. They want you to come in the door ready to go. You need to be able to write, sing, dance, act, do it all.
There's so many people that can do all that.
And then and you need to have 500,000 YouTube followers and your Twitter followers, and pretty much you need to already come in the door selling records. Like, this is what is expected of the industry today. So it's
why
hard.
You have to write.
Yeah, why you have to. So it's like, and play some instruments because it's competitive now. So these are all the things that are expected of artists right now. And it's just like, I feel like Syleena being around for so long is in a sense of like, well, I'm supposed to be a singer-songwriter. This is what's expected to me. But when you have that block, you know, it's like, well, what am I supposed to do?
And I mean, with them, they've been in the game for so long that you can get drained or get to a point where it's repetitive. I mean, I imagine your first couple of years to your last edge of the 20, I think you are a totally different artist, and sometimes you probably exerted the best of yourself and need reinventing or collaborating in order to get somewhere.
I also think for Syleena that the time factor is what's really stressing her out, and she knows that this is going to make or break her. She has this platform, she has R&B Divas, and if the songs don't pop, then she's gonna bust.
And she's got that you know, that guy that's very interested in giving her all these opportunities. So in her mind, she's probably like, oh, I don't have time to just sit around and think about, oh, what am I gonna write? No, like I need bangers and I need them now. And if I'm not spitting them out or writing them out, somebody else, you know, has to do it for her.
The other thing too is that these women aren't young. So and I'll tell you this, since my experience as a songwriter, whenever you have publishing houses or people who, they want people in their 20s, they want young, they want now, they want, what is that 17-year-old talking about? Because that's what's going to connect with everybody else. These women are older, these women are I don't want to say that they're losing their beauty, but they're a little bigger, they're not the cute little teeny bopper anymore, and that's what our economy in America strives on, is youth.
And not only that, but let me also just piggyback on that. In addition to that, R&B is almost dead right now. And there's only certain stations that play music that fit their demographic. Here in LA, we have KGLH. That's pretty much it. And so it's like you either have to be Jason Derulo, Chris Brown, Rihanna, in that realm of R&B, which some people question, is it R&B? Is it's kind of it's more so pop. And then you have the adult contemporary, who's normally for the older crowd, and so it's really difficult for them to try to figure out
which lane,
because
they're in the middle.
Yeah,
they're like, we not 50, but we not 20, but you know, they're trying to figure it out.
Yeah. So it's unfortunate. There was before we discuss Angie's birthday party, I just want to also mention that Monifah and Terez's parents came to see them, and I thought that was
special.
I thought that was cool.
I thought that was super sweet, and and especially like I cry at like Oprah and Dr. Phil. So I got a little misty, you know, when Monifah got misty, when, you know, the moms were asked to walk them down the aisle, you know, because it's one of those things, like I feel like she really wasn't sure whether her mother was going to be on board. And even though I feel like she kind of was a little hesitant, as opposed to Terez's mom was like, oh, all right, yes, I was waiting for that. You know, Monifah's mom was a little hesitant, but you know that's mother's love when she says, if it's going to make you happy, baby, I'll do it. So,
and that's real, because you got to remember, she's old school. That's not the way she was brought up. She was brought up like, that is wrong.
Yeah, she said it.
No.
Men are supposed to marry women.
Exactly. So that takes a lot for her to come up out of, you know, what her beliefs are.
Baptist Church of God in Christ Bones.
Exactly.
Well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No,
River
that takes a
Jordan.
lot.
Yeah.
So true, yeah. But it was sweet. It was a special moment, I think, for that show.
And there were some moments that I thought was very entertaining for Angie's birthday party. So Angie's
that thing got live. Yeah, I didn't expect it to be that live.
Right.
Angie's fiance Ashanti wanted to throw her a birthday party and wanted to invite the divas to come and sing. So when they were at the meeting where Angie turned up about the whole Grammy thing, she asked the girls if they would sing. Syleena seems like, oh, shoots, like, you know, I'm not trying to always sing every time that there's an event. Do you think that Syleena and pretty much Syleena and Keke, sometimes Monifah, are the singers that will get up and will sing? Do you think that when they have parties and events, do you think that they should sing, or do you think Syleena have the right to?
All trying to revive their lives.
They need as many opportunities they can.
Like, seriously, I be looking like, okay, stop it, Five. You know that you need to sing. You need someone to know that you're out here trying to get back in it. They make it seem like, oh, I gotta do this again. Like, oh, I need a rest. I need a break. You need a rest and a break. You wouldn't be on this show.
I keep going back to the fact that you guys know you're on R&B Divas. Like, that should come with the connotation behind it, like, oh, I'm probably gonna have to sing
a lot,
which in theory I think would be a good thing, because you'd want to show the public, not, you know, maybe I still got it, or I got it better than I used to, or don't, you know, don't get it twisted, whatever it is, you know, that should be a given. And it's, I just think it's funny that I think it's almost like not scripted, but I think it's funny that they're like, "Oh, I have to sing." What you know?
But I would
what
say
show
this,
it is, right?
in defense, I think they should have an inclination to want to sing. But with the way they keep presenting the singing situations, it's like, oh, so now when I walk the street, any old Joe Schmo is gonna be like, yo, come on, do this, you know, man, come on, do this. Now that I could see is annoying, and I could see it's not R&B diva plateau for them to feel energized to want to sing. It's always this last minute, oh, by the way, I got this thing coming up. Not, we gonna set up this show and it's gonna be properly run, so every time y'all coming out like divas, we got smoke, we got that. It's always in some club or situation where it's like they want to look like they always doing favors for the homies. But that's what it looked like. It's like they the hookup mistresses off of this, rather than it being like, okay, since we know this is season 3, we're gonna design your singing opportunities to be things that make you look good, that will polish your career in the right refinement.
And I was gonna say, if you look back to the past episodes and you look at some of the events that they've had, they've been kind of raggedy. They've been kind of raggedy. I think if Angie,
her party was turned up though.
I think if Angie would have presented the fact that, hey, I'm having a birthday party and I'm having all of my friends come out
for a jam session,
name drop some of the people with the jam session, then the women would have felt more inclined to want to come up, to want to come and sing, but not, oh, hey, I'm having a birthday party. Well, a birthday party. She didn't specify, is it at a venue? Is it at the house?
Could have been in her
is
backyard.
It at the church? It could have been anywhere. And I felt that Angie should have presented it better. And then they would have, you know what I'm saying? Because even as us, we are not professional singers, but when friends ask us to do things, whether if it's bring a potato salad to a barbecue, if you tell us at the last minute, we have that right to say, no, I don't want to do that. So I feel like, especially with social media, if things are not prepared and organized, you have to remember everybody has cell phones. So when you record on a cell phone, the sound is not going to already be great anyway. So if the sound is not right, or if something's not prepared, now this artist now has to try to take away the videos that's on YouTube of them sounding shitty, and now it affects how their money is going to make when someone wants to hire them. So I think that they should have a right to say, no, I don't want to sing, me personally.
I see that side of it, because there's that apprehension that they have, because they know I'm not going to sound the best that I should be sounding, and this is real impromptu. So for me to just get up there and be forced to sing, or be told the last minute, hey, do you want to sing? It's like, well, give me, maybe if you had planned it out and I had an actual, thought process going up to it, then I would be more, excited to be on board with it.
And she had a lot of people on board. So let me just name drop some of the people that was there and on the red carpet was singer Mickey Howard, Regina Bell, Sherelle, Tony Terry, Allison Williams, and they all performed. We didn't see them, we didn't hear them, but we saw that
snippet.
We saw snippets.
They were doing all that,
and they were all there. And then Angie gets up and does her impromptu singing, and Latavia arrives late. That didn't sit well with Angie.
Wait, okay. Can we see? Oh, go ahead.
Angie says in her confessional, she didn't appreciate it being disrespectful. That wasn't cute and it needs to be fixed. Let me just say this.
Go ahead.
Larice is not here. Larice had a birthday party 2 weeks ago. I was late. I'm always late. So
what the hell?
What's the big difference? I knew we was gonna be partying until 2-3 o'clock in the morning anyway. So why do I have to be on time?
Exactly. It's a party. Like, be thankful and grateful I came to celebrate you, because I didn't have to. And I don't understand why I'm disrespectful for coming to a party late. And she was sick. Even if she was fake sick, whatever. Like, it's a party. It's not like this was a dinner that you paid for, that I'm, getting something for free from. Like, I totally thought she was out of pocket for that one. And I was just like, it's a party. You need to chill out. It's not that deep.
Really? And as payback, I believe that because she was upset that she showed up late.
I'm gonna call her.
She said she's gonna call her out.
Old school. I'm gonna get you.
So she called her out and she says, "You know I can't sing. I got laryngitis."
I got laryngitis.
In full voice.
So
I'm
gonna let you guys just go. What do you think?
I would have come on, Latavia. I would have played that if I was gonna play like I had laryngitis. I can't sing, girl.
She should have whispered.
She might not be that good of an actress then.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
Okay. Okay. That's another another thing to touch upon later. But I mean, at least you know that when you have laryngitis, you don't normally talk in your full talking voice. So to be able to hear her and on stage saying that, physically saying that, was just a little funny to me. I was like, girl, you could have played it off a little bit better if you really didn't want to sing that bad, and that was going to be your excuse.
She should have sent a text message or been whispered in someone's ear like you yell this out for me. Like,
and someone did. One of the divas, I can't remember who.
Michel'le.
It's like, she can't sing. She got laryngitis. But
I didn't believe that. Nobody believed that.
Hilarious. Yeah. I just thought it was
hilarious.
And I mean, at the end of the day, the Tavi, Granted, no, she didn't need to be there on time. You know, that was a little bit much.
She should have left early. If she really wanted to do it right, she would have went and left early.
To play that role, I just can't stand when people like play that kind of victimish role. And it's like, it's honestly, it's not about you, Latavia. It's Angie's birthday. So not saying you have to get up and sing, but don't sit there the rest of the show like...
But she was
and be Debbie Downer, you know.
But she was embarrassed. She was crying. How would you feel if someone called you out to sing, knowing that you've said 10 damn times that I'm not ready to sing in front of people? And she called her out. She embarrassed her.
Is this your defending Latavia moment?
Not yet.
Okay, you defend her now. I'm ready for that.
I'm gonna wait for episode 6. I'm just saying that.
Okay.
She doesn't seem to be very strong. She was crying. And
I just still feel like that's victim. I would have got up there and been like, y'all, in my laryngitis voice, y'all, I'm not up to singing, but happy birthday, Angie. I love you.
It's just hard to feel bad for a professional.
I don't believe her.
That's all it is. I think it's just, I said it before, it's only going to be so many times you can say no when you call yourself a professional in any kind of aspect. And I think it's just, it's a broken record that is the biggest record of all time. You know what I'm saying? This is
she
gold.
Should probably sing.
I don't know.
Well, there's 2 other things that we'll discuss before we wrap. So, Michel'le shady.
What you mean?
You notice how on Confessional she was like, yeah, we got Mrs. Blast from the past. She digs every chance that she gets, and then when she was on her phone and she was like, yeah, Latavia has laryngitis, but all in her body language. Michel'le's a little shady.
Yeah. I told you something wrong with her. Something wrong with that girl. 2 other things.
Why was Larice Peoples there, and why did they get her on? Are you guys in a gospel music church?
Well, I've heard of Larice Peoples, but I didn't.
Why are you mad? Maybe she's a friend of Angie's.
Oh, Dottie.
You know she probably know everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
And so Syleena gets up and sings. Does Monifah get up and sing too? Right?
Yeah.
They both get up and sing. I don't think neither one of them sound great when they got up and sung, me personally. But when you're relaxed and you're drinking and you're just having fun, sometimes your voice may not be ready.
Yeah, liquor is not good for your voice. I will say that for real.
But overall, I thought it was a great party. What do you guys think?
It was fun.
I thought it was dope. I mean, it looked like a nice grown-up affair. You know what I'm saying? I thought, like, if it was gonna be that big, you just wish they would have did better planning for it and made it something that the women could appreciate. I think, like I said, I think for all of them, how they treat each other, they keep asking these favors and setting each other up without properly supporting each other to get to do the things that they want. I mean, I could understand why they want to use the resources that they have through the women, but if it's not properly going about, then it's always gonna be these misfires.
Right. I concur.
Well, let's go into predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Okay, so I'll just run down the predictions, being that we are a week late. So for the predictions, we have Latavia tells the girls that she had someone say to her that don't go on stage, and she discusses her fear. Monifah and the girls, they go shopping for wedding dresses. There's new rules about the Grammy nominations, and then Michel'le has the autism concert for a concert. So predictions, we already know.
Let's just get to the next one.
But so we're gonna wrap it up, and we want to thank you guys for tuning in here to another episode of R&B Divas for season 3. Episode 6. Please let everyone know where you could be found on social media.
You can find me at I am Taisha Monique, TAISHAMONIQUE.
And you can find me at All Eyes on Black.
You can find me on Instagram at Onyx and on Twitter at Onyx11.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Bamm Ericsen. And also tomorrow, you can catch the repeat of the new Fox drama called Gang Related. I'll be playing the role of Clay Jefferson. It airs tomorrow night, Friday at 8 p.m. We want to thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.